Hello and welcome to another speed build. My name's Rue. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be doing STU, and he would like a home with Woodsy Smells. So that's what we'll be doing with STU today. I was contemplating putting him in the fall category with Deirdre, but I think I ended up putting him right with Pecan in C2. So yes, so this is Stu's little plot. I loved the little fences. I do believe I ended up keeping that same fence at the end. I do like to start with the exterior of these homes, the interior of these homes, just because I feel like it sets up the vibe, and then I kind of know more about what I'd like the outside to be once I'm finished. So yeah, I died with these partitions. They are perfect, especially since I think this is my Eloise, Deirdre, Puddles, Gigi, Stu. This is my 5th build. So I still have not unlocked walls yet, and I haven't unlocked the resizing of houses. I haven't unlocked any of that at this point. But those partitions allowed me to do some really cool stuff with this build, so I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I love the log stuff. I use the log stuff in all of my island builds and island areas. I don't actually use it too much in my own home on the island. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. I don't actually use too much of it in my own home, but I use it all around my island. So, and this is actually a swatch that I don't use too often. I think it's the natural wood, or I can't see, it's going too fast. I don't know what wood it is, but it's not the white wood, it's the lighter one, obviously. And so I did a mixture of I did some things in white wood as well. I didn't want to go too warm because in the past 2 builds I've done, it was a very warm vibe, and I just wanted to, switch it up a little bit and challenge myself, because I don't typically go for I don't know if it's an orangey wood, but it's definitely not something I gravitate to too often. And that shelf fit, I don't keep it in that spot, but it does move a little bit. With the kitchen, it just allowed such a cool, I don't know, it fits perfectly right there in between the window, because it doesn't separate. I don't like when an object blocks the build, like blocks the window. So this actually worked out really nice because it lined up right on the line. Oh, I loved it. I did actually end up using the log table. I don't typically use the log table too much, again, because it's very bulky. But I just thought it looked really cute in that little corner, and it kind of filled up some space. I love those rugs. I don't think I have any of those rugs in my actual game. And I absolutely love them because you can stick them under the bed like that and it looks like one whole rug. So I was really happy with that, how that came together. And here we start decorating the walls. I love how quaint this is. I don't know if this is really Stu's little vibe or not, but I really enjoyed doing this one. I love that item as well. I don't know what it's called, but it's really pretty, and I love the swatches. I think I ended up keeping the wood the same, or did I do white? We'll see. Well, we're gonna see in a second. Oh, I kept it dark. I like it. I tried to those floors are hard to use. The wood mats, I think they're called. They're really hard to use, so I don't typically use them too much. I think I keep that welcome mat there. I imagined him coming home from like foraging or something, and so I placed a little grocery basket, and he's maybe baked some bread, and they love coffee, so I made some little coffee grinder there. I don't like when it hangs off the edge there, but I don't really know a fix for I wanted it there. I wanted to keep the bread in the same spot, so that it hangs off the corner just slightly, and just enough to bother me, but it's fine, and I'm gonna ignore it. And I shouldn't have brought it up, because now you can't ignore it, but here we are. Oh, and I picked out a little outfit, and he's got a little backpack of wood. It's just so, I love it. And yeah, I think that almost sums it up for my, for the inside portion. Oh, I was changing the, oh, I do like that. I changed it to a darker wood. I really enjoy the mixture of wood tones that are going on in here. Oh, I put him to sleep. And I put a light bulb. I do like that. I like the hanging objects in the game. I haven't unlocked them all yet. I just love the amount of options that they've given us at this point is just endless. Hundreds of hours are going to be able to be spent in this game now, which is really cool. So now we're heading on to the exterior. Obviously, he needed a log cabin. I mean, it just had to be done. Now the question is, what colors? I wanted to keep with that green color that was kind of on the back. I did as the accent wall. Yeah, and I think that was like a really nice, warm, cozy little vibe. And obviously he needed some pine trees. I didn't realize, so Stu is a lazy bull and his phrase is Mroo. It used to be Moo Dude, but they changed it. His birthday is April 20th, so he's a Taurus. And he first appears in Animal Forest version of Animal Crossing. Now I'm not very familiar with that version, but so he's been around. I didn't realize he was lazy, so, oh, this is the custom pathing. Yes, I'll talk about that in a second. I didn't realize he was lazy, and I imagined him doing a lot of woodworking and like chopping trees and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily his personality, but here we are. So, you know, what are you gonna do? So that custom path, I'm gonna link all of the creator codes for this. I think it's the same creator, if I'm not mistaken. I'll link their creator code down below. I absolutely love the stone pathing. I love that there's corner pieces and that they're really tiny. It allows for so much creativity and so many different options and variants that you can do, and to make it look really natural. So I definitely went with more of a natural exterior for this one. And there's the axe. Oh, and the little pine cones. I forgot about those guys. Yeah, so I did little pine cones like they've fallen from the trees, and his little workstation, even though he's a lazy villager, which I did not realize. I've never really, I don't think I've ever had a bull stay on my island before. I don't think I've had any of that species. Oh, I love those wood partitions. I think they're stunning. I imagine that they like come together and he has to like open them or something. I don't know. That's you know, whatever. That's in my head, so great. And here's where I love using the log stakes and the log chairs in my island. I have a very, I like to consider it a very natural but manicured island. And I don't know what core that would be. I don't really follow the cores too much, but I think they're cool. But I don't know what core would this be considered? Someone let me know. Lumberjack core, is that a thing? I don't know, okay. Anyway, I imagined he just chopped a tree down in the back right corner there, the top right corner, like he just chopped that tree down, so that's why I put that log there. I think that's really cute. I do end up changing oh, there we go, to change the color of that mushroom lamp. I just thought one mushroom item would be appropriate in this setting. And lots of little pails, like he's picking up, I don't know, leaves and rocks, I don't know. Oh, and this is when I figured out that we could put literal weeds and rocks. I just figured that out, so I went to town with the weeds because I figured, you know, well, he is lazy, so he probably wouldn't be mowing the grass too much. And I thought the rocks just added like a nice natural vibe to it. And I love the fact that we can resize the trees as well, so I did take advantage of that and do some little I did like one little tree and one medium. Oh, and I did like a little overgrown garden there. So he's got 2 flowers, but then he couldn't keep the rest alive, so they're weeds now. So that was kind of my envision. So I guess, you know, he is lazy. I did sort of play into that. Oh, and I wanted some like muddy boots outside. And so yeah, so this is the finished product of Stu's home with Woodsy Smells. So I think we definitely accomplished the woodsy smell part. I don't know about you, but I can definitely smell the pine coming through the screen. Yeah, so there's this little pail of water. It's just so adorable. I love this first person mode. I do apologize for not turning off the guide. I did forget, and that's my bad. So I do apologize for the little camera guide there on the screen, but you know, we're learning. So here we go on the inside. I really love the color scheme going on in here. All the different wood tones. We've got this like minty green sort of situation that was not intentional, but I really like. There's this little pumpkin soup. All the food items look amazing, truly. There's stew, there's Stewie. Yep, and there's a boomerang and his little shelves up there. It really does feel like such a log cabin inside. It's very, if this was an Airbnb, I would be there. I just love it. And his little outfit. So yeah, that's, we're getting to the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed. And please like and subscribe. Again, my name's Rue, and I'll be posting a lot of Animal Crossing content in the near future, so please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye!